Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Mediumship, where we're going to look at enjoying your mediumship. Now, it might sound like a strange thing to think about enjoying your mediumship because there's this assumption that we always do, and hopefully most of the time and for most of your work you will really enjoy it. But we do go through periods where we don't seem to enjoy our mediumship, or we might not enjoy our mediumship as much. And going through that process, going through that period, can actually put pressure on ourselves. And then what happens is we put more pressure on ourselves and we get into quite a negative habit about worrying about how we're working, and the enjoyment that we usually have, that we should naturally have within our mediumship, starts to dissipate. And what that means then is that it becomes harder to actually get that enjoyment, get that vitality and that energy and that enthusiasm back into the way that we're working. There can be a whole host of reasons why we might go through periods where we're not enjoying our mediumship. Some of those might relate to other aspects of your life, which you'll need to look at. But in terms of mediumship, sometimes the reasons that we don't enjoy it is because of certain expectations or certain pressures that are placed on us. And particularly in terms of the level or standard of our mediumship, or that expectation of working in a specific way. And I'm going to cover those 2 points specifically in 2 other videos. But here I wanted to look specifically at how we can get that enjoyment back. Now, the most important thing with your mediumship, with any aspect of your mediumship, is that you are you. Spirit want to work with you. They don't want to work with you being like somebody else. So being comfortable in who you are, being comfortable in how you work, and confident in how you work is a key essential aspect of being able to enjoy your mediumship. So with that, you need to be able to relax. The more you relax, the more you allow yourself to connect to and have confidence in your link with the spirit world. And also, as you relax and really enjoy your mediumship, you become a lot more open to receiving that communication from the spirit world rather than actually reaching for it. Sometimes when we reach for information, we can end up flailing around madly, grabbing at different pieces of information, which might all be relevant, but they might not allow us to feel and enable us to deliver that communication with assurance. Now, we all want to do our best, both for the spirit world and for the recipient or the audience that we're working with. You know, and that's a key part of why we work as mediums and why we go down that path of development. So if you're missing that sense of enjoyment within your mediumship at the moment, what can you do to try and make it more enjoyable and to get that energy and that vitality and that enthusiasm back? Well, first of all, you can look at what you're wearing. I know it sounds like a really strange thing, but we've all been in situations where we feel really comfortable and confident in who we are with certain clothes, and we feel like a fish out of a water in other clothes. So there's always going to be that balance between being smart and being professional when you're doing a demonstration or a service, but you need to find the balance that works for you so that you feel comfortable and also feel like yourself and feel free in the clothes that you're wearing. If you feel tied up and restricted in the clothes that you wear, then you're going to be restricted within your mediumship. So that's the first thing, and that's absolutely something that you have control over. The second thing you need to do is try and take all of the pressure off yourself. Now, that can be easier said than done, but I want you to remember that you are always going to be your harshest critic. So try with your next dem, your next service, not to give 2 hoots about what anyone else thinks. Just have that thought in your mind that you want to go to the service, to the dem, to the sitting, and just enjoy it. Just before you go, I want you to send that thought to the spirit world that all you want to do is enjoy the service, that all you want them to do is enjoy working with you, and all that you want your client or the audience to do is enjoy the service. and try as you start working with your introduction, as you perhaps explain how you're working, to have a little bit of humour or a little bit of a joke or some aspect of self-deprecation in there. Believe me, if you can get a laugh and you can get some energy going with your audience, they'll be on your side, and that will support you throughout your entire demonstration, service or sitting.